Our next guest, as I said already, is from UNICEF, who's coming to show some support. Every year I've always been asked questions about UNICEF. Where does the money specifically go to? I can talk about some of the items and that, but obviously having not myself been able to go out there yet, it'd be good to have someone with more legitimacy to explain exactly where the money's going to, because we're all here supporting a charity event today, and we want to know as much as we can to know what really the money is going to. So I'd like to introduce everyone, Katie from UNICEF. Hey, thank you for coming. How you doing?
Very good, thank
you. Take a seat.
Hi.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm fine, how are you?
Very good,
you good?
thank you.
Good.
How you doing, Katie?
Good. I love the sofa.
It's a good sofa, isn't it?
Lovely, yeah.
What do you make of this event?
Amazing, amazing.
Did you see any of the previous years' ones, or?
I have. I've seen some clips of other years, but this obviously is a whole other scale, so it's just amazing. Okay, that's really, really good. Really
you said you've seen things from Stickaid before. UNICEF's been the charity we've supported the past 5 years. Do you want to give some background about UNICEF and maybe some of the current work and projects UNICEF's been working on?
UNICEF is the world's leading children's charity, so we're really, really pleased that you guys are supporting us. We're present in over 190 countries, and some of the work we're doing at the moment, well, our main priorities are giving children the rights that they deserve as children. So making sure every child can eat healthy food, making sure that every child can access safe, clean water, making sure that every child is able to go to school, making sure that every child is protected from violence, and making sure every child is protected from HIV. At the moment, we've got a crisis in East Africa, as I'm sure you know. There's a famine and children are starving, so a lot of our efforts are going towards East Africa at the moment. I've brought in a few bits. Do you want to see these?
Oh, brilliant, yes.
These are
hold up to this camera here, camera 2.
So these are some of the things that we're using in East Africa at the moment. So to give you an idea of the scale of the problem, this is what we called middle upper arm circumference band. Snappy name.
Upper arm.
Upper arm. So here.
So
like MUAC is the short name. And we put this around the kids' arms to measure how malnourished they are. So you can see red is severely, acutely malnourished. So if you can see that on the camera.
For upper arm?
Upper arm. So that's the top bit of the arm of a child. So some of the children in East Africa have arms this size. So this is why we're working really, really hard to raise as much money as we possibly can to get food out there, get water out there, and help those children to survive. So one of the products that we use is this, which is peanut paste. It's an amazing product, and this, taken 3 times a day for a month, will bring a severely, acutely malnourished child back to life. It's just amazing. There's no water needed, there's no hospital needed. And
so straight out of the packet?
Straight out of the packet, and you see the kids sitting there at home just chewing out of the packets like this, and they love it because it's full of sugar. So really, really brilliant. This brings kids back to life.
And how much does one of those packets cost, roughly?
For this would cost, a month's supply costs £20.
Right.
So for £20, you can provide a month's supply, and a month is what's needed to bring a child from severe acute malnutrition up to a healthy status where they can be brought back to health.
Can I try that?
You can indeed. It's exceptionally sweet.
Good. Let's have a look. And this is how much is a month's supply? This one packet would cost what, like roughly?
This one packet's about 25 pence.
25 pence. All right. Okay.
Don't quote me on that. Might not be exact, but about 25 pence.
It's all right.
Do you feel nourished?
I do. I'm feeling better already. Can I have the band?
You can. So this is how they would do it. They would measure from here to here to go to the middle.
Okay.
That's roughly about here. And you're pretty healthy, I'd say.
A couple bites.
For a child.
couple bites and I'm already well in the green, so that's fine.
So it's working.
That's great.
Let's try some of that.
Yeah, sure, like so.
This probably tastes nicer than stuff I was having earlier. That is really good, actually. And what are the main countries of focus at the moment for UNICEF in particular?
Well, the Horn of Africa is a big focus because of the famine, so a lot of our efforts are going towards that at the moment. Also Pakistan, you may have seen in the news, there's been floods again in exactly the same area.
Oh, there have been floods again?
Yeah.
Wow. In
the same area there were last year. There's over 5 million people affected.
And there was another item here.
Yeah. So yeah, I was talking to Katie about this. This is an oral rehydration salt. So you put it in water, right? You dissolve it in a litre of water. Little sachet here. It's for kids who are too young to drink water properly.
It's kids who are really, really dehydrated because they've had no water, so they can't just drink water. They wouldn't be able to, they wouldn't want to. So these salts are concentrated. So you dissolve them in some water, and then it's a really good way to get them rehydrated really quickly. And these cost 3-4 pence a sachet, and they make a real difference to kids' lives when they're starving.
So justgiving.com/Stickaid 2011. Please donate generously.